Diagram shows a sketch of part of the curve with equation y equals x square minus p out of x, where p is a positive constant. For all values of p, the curve has exactly one turning point, and this turning point is a minimum shown as a point T in the sketch. So here we have the point T, and then for the curve where x coordinate of t is minus 3, so the x coordinate will be minus 3, we have to find the value of p. And the next question says the line with equation y equals k is a tangent to the curve with equation y equals x square minus 16 out of x. Find the value of k. So what I think is, for both of these equations, we need to differentiate them, and that's the key really. So let me differentiate this term y. Now the reason we differentiate is probably very obvious, because t is a minimum point, and so dy by dx is going to be 0. So if we differentiate this, before differentiating, I can write it as y equals x square minus b x to the power minus 1. So therefore I can write dy out of dx. So I can write dy out of dx as equal to twice of x minus 1 times bx to the power minus 2. So that is equal to 2x plus b out of x squared. So that is dy out of dx. Now for the minimum point, we'd have dy out of dx, or this, the turning point is also the turning point. So I can write here turning point, minimum point, and for that dy out of dx would be 0. So I can say that 2x plus b out of x squared is equal to 0. So at x equals minus 3, I can say 2 times minus 3 plus b out of 3 square equals 0. So therefore 6 equals b out of 9. So therefore p is equal to 54. So the answer is p would be equal to 54. So that is done. So for the next part, they are saying the line with equation y equals k is a tangent to the curve. So if y equals k is a tangent to the curve, you see the gradient of the line y equals k is 0. There is no x coordinate, so y equals mx plus c. If you write that, then m is 0 or x is 0. So m, there's no gradient here. So what is happening is when you differentiate this gradient would match the gradient of the tangent, and that would be 0. So I can write dy, let me use another color. So I can write dy out of dx for this equation as equal to, once again, 2x minus x is x to the power minus 1, so minus 1 16 times x to the power minus 2, so that equals 2x plus 16 x to the power minus 2, or 16 out of x squared. So dy out of dx would be 0. So you can write dy out of dx is 0, and therefore 2x plus 16 out of x squared is 0. So if you multiply throughout by by x square, we'd get 2x cube plus 16 equals 0, because we've multiplied it throughout by x square. So therefore 2x square is minus 16, and therefore we'd have x square is equal to minus 8, or x cube rather, not x square. That's not right. So therefore I should say x cube is minus 16 out of 2, and that is minus 8. So this x cube is minus 8. So x cube is minus 8. So how do we get x here? You see, x would be minus 8 to the power 1 out of 3. And you see, we can write this as that is equal to minus 2 times minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 to the power 1 out of 3. So that is x. So that is equal to minus 2. So we can write therefore x is equal to minus 2. So when we get x equals minus 2, we can find what the y coordinate is, and that is equal to k. Okay, so when x is minus 2, then y would be minus 2 square minus 16 out of minus 2, that equals 4 minus 16 out of minus 2, sorry. So therefore 4 plus 8, and that equals 12, and that equals k. So we get k equals 12, and that is the answer.